throw home. Oh, he's out at home. He's out at home. He's out at home. Welcome to Varennes, Quebec. This is Game 2 of the 2021 Provincial Championships on Baby Blue Memories. I am Brandon Bordeaux, and today's matchup is an elimination matchup. It's winner take all and move on into the quarter-final round, where the winner of this matchup will take on the champions from Mauricie, the Trois-Rivières Drapeurs. And this matchup features the S3 champions, the Drummondville Olympics, and your Kahnawake Warhawks, of course, champions of Lac St. Louis. Let's take a look at Drummondville. Justin Trepanier batting leadoff. Alexis Lamellier batting in second. The pitcher, number 22, Benjamin Beauregard-Prou. Batting fourth today is Johan Feneuf. In the 5 spot, Saskia Lessard. Lauralie Béchamp batting 6th. 7th, Anthony Giroux. And in the 8th spot, Leo Hamel. Finally, Nico Gagnon and Virginie Deshotels batting 10th. Starting pitcher for the Warhawks today is Jaden Norton. Kahnawake not using up any of their normal arms in the game yesterday, the 11-6 win over Deux Rives. And that one's hit right up the middle. Gabriel makes the play to throw to first. Got him, man. 1 up and 1 down. Good start for the Warhawks. So that's a good start for Kahnawake. Drummondville 11-1 loss yesterday against the champions from the East, Rimouski. Jaden Norton on the mound. Joran Norton starting at first, so Delabousse behind home plate. Cage McCumber at second. Gabriel, you just seen him playing short. Peyton Nolan in today. So Royce White is out. No Cade Stacy once again for the Warhawks, but they did get Rosanagete Lahash back. 3-0 count. And Lahash is in left field. Jackson Norton at center, Ashton Mayo in right. And Jaden Norton right now behind in the count to Lamellier, 3-0. And that is a 4-pitch walk, and the Olympiques have a runner aboard to start this for the top of the first, their first runner on. So Beauregard-Prou steps in, number 22. First pitch is in the outside corner, nothing and 1 the count. The 0-1. Strike 2, catches the inside corner, nothing and 2 the count. Jaden Norton's 0-2 delivery. It's fouled back. Still nothing and 2 on Benjamin Beauregard-Prou, 22. Both these two teams wearing red and black. And that misses, ball 1, 1-2 the count. Ethan Brascoop cannot pitch today, as he threw 56 yesterday. That one misses upstairs, 2-2 the count. Brascoop threw 56. Lily Barnes threw 35. But Rosanagete Lahash does give them another arm. And that's hit well foul, and it's a 2-2 count. Lahash, Jackson, Norton, each available to pitch. We'll see what the Warhawks do. The 2-2. And that's fouled back again. And this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. So this will be pitch number 13 for Jaden Norton. The 2-2. That misses inside, and we've got a full count, 3-2. By the way, we're 330 feet away from home plate here in center field, so they moved us to the bigger field after yesterday. That misses, and it's a walk, and back-to-back walks for the Olympique to start this inning. And Johan Phaneuf, the number 4 batter, will step in. That one misses. And that'll get it to the outfield, and 2 runners are in scoring position for the Olympique. Want to know the count on Phaneuf. That's hit well right to Norton, caught! 2 down, and Phaneuf lines out, and nobody can advance. And that is a big second out. So Saskia Lessard will step into bat. Takes ball 1 inside as that one curved out of the strike zone. Lessard on the ground. Gabriel picks it up to flip the first. Safe! And the Olympique are on the board. It's 1-0 Drummondville. Saskia Lessard hustles out an infield single, and Lordy Bichard steps into bat. Bichard swings and misses, 0-1 the count. Off the edge of the bat, 0-2 the count, and Norton's 1 strike away from getting out of this inning by giving up just 1 run. On the ground. There's a throw down to first. In time, and that'll do it for the Olympiques in the top of the first. Drummondville scores 1. Warhawks coming up to bat. 1-0 Olympiques leading. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to Varennes, bottom of the first inning. Kahnawake Warhawks down by a score of 1-0. And they're batting here with Benjamin Beauregard-Prou starting the pitch. He'll face Casey Diaboost, Cage McCumber, and Joran Norton here in the bottom half of the first inning. And here is his first pitch. Inside, 1-0 the count on Diaboost. Last night was a walk fest for the Warhawks. For example, Cage McCumber, no official at-bats, walked 4 times. It's 2-0 the count. In grand total yesterday, if we look at things, Warhawks 17 base on balls. You can't rely on that number today. And Diaboost fouls this one off. It's 2-1 the count. Two balls, 1 strike. And that'll miss, and it's a 3-1 count. Beauregard-Prou's 3-1 pitch is inside, and that's ball 4, and Diaboost draws a leadoff walk, and the Warhawks have a runner aboard to start the bottom half of the first inning. Here's Cage McCumber. No official at-bats yesterday, walked 4 times, scored 3 runs. Can't really argue with that, though, if you're going to get hit by a pitch or you're going to walk all 4 times. And there, speaking of devil, Cage McCumber gets plunked in the, looks like the back. 2 runners on, and Joran Norton is now at the bat. So a big opportunity for Norton here with 2 runners on and nobody out. 1-0 lead in favor of Drummondville. Prou's pitch. Catches the outside corner, 0-1 the count. Rasundahoe Gabriel on deck. Crew sets. The 0-1 delivery. Misses low, and now the runners are going to head away. And Delaboost gets to third. Runners on the corners now for the Warhawks. Cage McCumber stayed at first. Norton hits this one off the end of the bat. That's going to drop, and it's knocked down by the left fielder, but one run has scored. Norton on his horse heading to second, and he will stand up at second. Cage McCumber gets to third. Runners on second and third. It's an RBI double for Jordan Norton, and the game is tied 1-1. Delaboost scores. And here comes Rasundahoe Gabriel. So Gabriel yesterday, 1 for 1, 2 walks and a 2-run double. Hoping to get something to swing at here against Prue. Here's the pitch. And he hits this one well right at us in center field. And that's going to get by the center fielder and get towards the wall. Gabriel's on his horse. 1 run has scored. A 2nd run has scored. And Gabriel being waved home. The throw will not be in time. And inside the park home run. Rasundahoe Gabriel, and the Warhawks lead it 4-1. And Kahnawake put up 4 here in the bottom half of the first inning. And Jaden Norton now stepping into bat. Pitcher on pitcher here. Ball 1. No, strike 1, sorry. He catches the inside corner at the knees. Nothing on the count on Jada. So 4 runs in for the Warhawks. Against the champions from S3, the Drummondville Olympique. They lost in the gold medal game against the Kahnawake Rockets, but the Rockets were deemed an A team afterwards and moved up to A, where they immediately won a game at that level. At strike 2, 1-2 the count on Norton. Lily Barnes on deck. At least I believe so. Here's the 1-2. Look out! That pitch is behind Jada, and it's a 2-2 count. The 2-2 to Norton. Jada on the ground to third. Good scoop, and the throw over to first. Gets away, and Norton's going to hustle. Jada Norton on her horse. She'll get it to second, and the Warhawks have a runner on second. Good scoop by Bayshand over at third. So Ethan Brascoop will come into bat with the 5th run at second base. Brascoop misses, and it's 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. Brascoop on the ground to second. The throw to first in time, and there's 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. So here's Lily Barnes stepping into bat for the Hawks. Cruz pitch to Barnes. That catches the inside corner, 0-1 the count on Barnes. Runner on third and one out for the Warhawks. Jackson Norton on deck. And Barnes has this one come close to her head. It's an even count, 1-1. Ball outside, 2-1 the count on Barnes. Well, the winner of this game gets Trois-Rivières in the quarterfinals, the Drapeurs. They're going to be a formidable bunch. Barnes swings and comes up empty. It's 2-2. Norton's on third. The 2-2 pitch. That's high, and it's... Oh, it's strike three! Late call. But they'll call Barnes out on strikes. And there's two down. So here's Jackson Norton. Norton has a runner on third. That's Jaden Norton. Ball one to Jackson. Rosenegete Lahash on deck for the Warhawks. Will he have to bat in this inning? There's two outs. 1-0 on Jackson. The pitch. Inside on Norton. 2-0 the count. So if there is a quarterfinal game, we'll have it for you today. Midgets were losing 7-1 earlier to Laval, and there's a swing and a miss by Jackson. 2-1 the count. That was in the top of the fourth. Norton takes a strike. It's 2-2. And Beauregard proves one strike away from getting out of this inning without giving up the max. Runners on third. That's the fifth run for the Warhawks. The 2-2. That misses, and it's a full count on Jackson Norton. That strike three called on the outside corner. The Warhawks had a runner on third with one out, but they're not able to advance that runner. They still score 4, Kahnawake 4, Drummondville 1 after the first. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to Varennes. We're in the top of the second inning. It's 4-1 Kahnawake Warhawks leading the Drummondville Olympique here in this round of 16 matchup elimination game. There's a swinging miss by Anthony Giroux, 35. So Giroux, Leo Hamel, and Nico Gagnon lead the three that are due up here for Drummondville. Check swing, held off though, did Giroux, and it's a 1-1 count. Don't forget, you're trying to advance and save your pitchers for the next game, because that next game is going to be coming up at 5:30 if you win today. To save the pitch counts. That's inside, and it's 2-1. Tate Nolan left, Jackson Norton at center, Rosenegete Lahash in right. Gabriel at short, Jordan Norton's at first, Cage McCumber at second. Barnes has taken over third, and there's a shot into shallow center that is going to drop. Jackson keeps it, and he'll throw it back in. Good recovery by Jackson Norton, number 25 in center field. But that is a leadoff single by Anthony Giroux. So here's Leo Hamel. Takes ball one. Warhawks leading this one 4-1. Hit well, over the head of McCumber and into the outfield. Rosenegete Lahash cuts it off. And back-to-back singles for the Olympiques, and what would be the tying run now coming up to bat. Nico Gagnon with 2 runners on. Gagnon hits this one to short. Gabriel's going to throw to third, and they get the runner out. Sorry about that. They got the runner out at third. So there's one down. Giroux thrown out. Hamel advances to second. So lead runner stays at second, and there's now one down for Virgin des Hôtels. Ball 1. And the Olympiques are not going to send anybody. 4-1 Warhawks leading here in this round of 16 matchup. On the ground, Norton and McCumber bobbles it. They flip the second. They get the out at second, so not exactly how you draw it up, but there is a second out. Gagnon thrown out. Hamel moves to third. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. And here's Trepanier, who's 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out back in the first. And he swings to strike 1. Good recovery by Cage Montgomery. He lost it, but he kept his composure. Ball upstairs, 1-1 the count. That's outside, and a 2-1 count. Three and 1. And the runners aren't going to advance. Well, the runner at first isn't advancing. So runners still on the corners. 2 down for the Olympique. Jaden Norton's 3-1. That's ball 4. And the bases are now loaded for Drummondville. And Alexis Lamellet will step in. Scored the only run of the game thus far for the Olympiques, and he has a chance to give them some more. Down 4-1. He represents what would be the go-ahead run. And there's a shot in the infield. That's caught by Casey Delaboost, and that's going to do it for the top of the second. So the Olympique come up empty. It's 4-1 Warhawks heading it to the bottom of the second. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. We welcome you back to Varennes, bottom of the second. 4-1 lead for the Warhawks over the Drummondville Olympique. Rosenegete Lahash steps in to face Beauregard Prue. Strike 1. 0-1 the count on Lahash. Rosenegete missed yesterday's game against Derviv. Royce White in his place, and he made a couple of great plays defensively and had that game-sealing home run. Did White? Lahash hits this one to short. It takes a funny hop, and Rosenegete is going to beat it out, and he has an infield single, and the Warhawks are in business here in the bottom of the second. So Tayton Nolan now rolls in to face Prue. Tayton's first game of this provincial tournament. He's one of the call-ups. Takes strike 1. Rosenegete Lahash, a threat to steal too, so I'd be interested in seeing if first base coach Amy Marquis sends him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's low, and it's 1-1. Lahash keeps getting a lead, and the first baseman, Giroux, not really playing him tight. Two and 1 the count here on Nolan. Last game he played with this team, was in St. Laurent. He had one hit, was 1 for 3 on the day, but the Warhawks, that's the last loss that they had against the Black Crush. Nolan misses, and Lahache steps off of first base. He's not going to go for it. It's 2-2 the count. The 2-2 to Tate Nolan. High, and it's a full count. Nash Mayo on deck. And that is the 35th pitch, which Beauregard Prue has thrown. Jaden Norton up to 35 for the Warhawks through 2 innings. That's strike 3 called, and that's the first out for the Warhawks this inning. And here's Nashton Mayo. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored yesterday was Mayo. Trying to get his first hit at the Provincials. Mayo swings and misses, and Lahache, or sorry, it's a foul ball, so it's dead. Nothing on the count. We've seen Mayo come up with some big hits over the course of his run with the Warhawks. Mayo hits this one to second. They throw to first, but they missed the tag of Rosanagete Lahache, and now there's 2 down, but a runner does get to second for the Warhawks. Casey Delabouche will step in, and the Olympique are making a pitching change, so Anthony Giroux will come in to pitch. So from Prue to Giroux, we're coming back with the bottom of the second. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. And Rosanagete Lahache has just stolen third off of Giroux. So Anthony Giroux coming in to face Casey Delabouche. Warhawks have a runner at third base, and that's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Casey with Cage McCumber on deck. He's been hit by a pitch. Casey has walked and scored. That's a ball. Rosanagete Lahache on third. There's 2 outs for the Warhawks. The pitch from Giroux. That misses. And now it's 4-1. That's it. That's ball 4. Delabouche walks, and the Warhawks have runners on the corners. Here's Cage McCumber. Has reached base all 5 times in these provincials. He's walked 4 times and was hit by a pitch back in the first. On base percentage of 1,000. Takes ball 1, and Delabouche is going to get into second with a steal. Her second steal of the afternoon. And 2 in scoring position for the Warhawks. Just an overcast day here in Varennes. Calling for a little bit of rain tomorrow morning. 2-0 on McCumber with Joran Norton on deck, and he has a double today. Double and an RBI for Joran. Dustin Dahoué, the 3-run home run in the bottom of the first to make it 4-1. And Drummondville, once again, they're going to give a talk to their pitcher. This time it's Anthony Giroux, hearing it from their assistant coach. This head coach of this team, by the way, Vicky Terrien, who I spoke to before the game. Very, very friendly, very professional, and it was a quite much enchanté à te rencontrer, Madame Trépanier. 4-1 Warhawks leading. Bottom of the second, it's 2-0 on Cage Macomber. No runs in for Kahnawake this inning, but they scored 4 in the bottom of the first. And Drummondville has pulled their starter, which was Beauregard Prue, and Anthony Giroux has come in. The 2-0 to Cage. Take strike one. 2-1 the count on Cage Macomber. There we go. That pitch looked like it restored his confidence a bit. The 2-1. And that misses, and it's ball 3, and 3-1 the count on Macomber. Jordan Norton on deck, and you know, he's just licking his chops, hoping to get a piece of this with the bases loaded. The 3-1. That's strike 2, outside corner, full count on Cage. Giroux trying to get out of this inning without giving up a run. 4-1 Warhawks here in the bottom of the second. Bases loaded. The full count. Strike 3! You gotta swing at that if you're Cage Macomber. We're heading to the top of the third. The Warhawks do not score any runs. It's 4-1 Kahnawake heading it to the top of the third. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. We're back with the top of the third here on Baby Blue Memories. 4-1 Warhawks leading the Drummondville Olympique, and Kahnawake has made a pitching change. Cage Macomber has come in, and there's ball 1 to Benjamin Beauregard Prue. That means some shifts for the Warhawks defensively. Lily Barnes moves to second. Jaden Norton at first. Jordan behind the plate. Brascoop at third. Gabriel at short. That's strike 1. Catches that outside corner. Cage Macomber hasn't pitched a game in about a month. Lily Barnes threw 1 inning all year. Ethan Brascoop 1 inning all year. And they combined for the win last night, and now it's 1-2 on Beauregard Prue. Jackson in center, Nashton in left. In right, it is Tate and Nolan. The 1-2. That's going to miss. 2-2 the count. The 3, 4, 5 hitters are due up for the Warhawks in the bottom half of the third. Jordan Norton and Rustin Dahaway Gabriel and Jada Norton. Full count. Rustin Agete Lahash, Jackson Norton, Casey Delaboost, some of the arms for the Warhawks as well. The 3-2. And that's ball 4. And Drummondville has a lead runner aboard. So here's Johan Faneuf, who lined out to Norton back in the first. A comebacker right back to the pitcher. So a 6-pitch walk sets us up for this showdown. That's low, ball 1. Ronnie Stacy pulling the plug on Jaden Norton after 2 solid innings of work, giving up just 1 run. Swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Inside, that's going to get away. And there's a stolen base for Benjamin Beauregard Prue. And that'll take out the double play possibility. Runner on second, nobody out for Drummondville. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. There, it's fouled. Fouled. Strike 2. Cage Macomber trying to get that first out. Saskia Lesard on deck for the Olympique. It's outside. 2-2 the count. That's hit in the air. Caught. And that is the first out of the inning. Good job by Jada Norton at first. Finuth goes down on a pop fly, and here comes Saskia Lessard, who's 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Runner on second, so another RBI opportunity for Lessard. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses, nothing in one. Good velocity there by Cage McCumber. Strike 2, and it's 0-2. That's a perfect pitch location by Cage. If he could just put it there every single time, it could work wonders for him. The 0-2 to Lessard. Ball 1 in the dirt. 1-2 the count. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Cage McCumber. Inside, and we've got an even count, 2-2. Top of the third inning. And that, strike 3. Second out. Cage McCumber gets his first strikeout. And now stepping into bat will be Aurélie Béchamp. 4-1 Kahnawake leading. If you want to know how many teams and how diverse this championship is, the team from Bas-Saint Laurent, Rimouski, is behind me right now. They came from about 8 hours away, I think. That one's hit well. Foul. Fair. It's fair because it hit Norton's glove. It's a base hit, and the inning goes on. And here comes Anthony Giroux, 35. 1 for 1 on the day with a single. He represents what would be the game-tying run. On the ground to first. It's fair. It gets by and into the outfield. RBI base hit. Picked up by Mayo. He throws it in. It's an RBI single for Anthony Giroux, and Drummondville makes it 4-2. And here comes Leo ML, 1 for 1 on the day. Bottom half of the Drummondville lineup has come to play. Strike 1. 4-2 Warhawks leading. Ball 1, that's low. 1-1 the count. Four to 2 Warhawks, 1 run in this inning for Drummondville. That's a ball. And that's hit well, but foul. 2 outs here, and 2 strikes on Leo ML. Cage McCumber trying to get out of this inning by giving up just 1 run. 4-2 Warhawks leading. Cage's pitch. That misses. Here's the pitch from McCumber. That sends Hamel back, and the bases are now loaded? Yeah, bases are now loaded for Drummondville. So here's Nico Gagnon with the bases loaded. He's 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice back in the second. Ball 1. Swung on and missed. Good pitch by Cage McCumber. It's got to feel good after losing that 2-strike count to Hamel. Now that's going to miss. It's now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Inside, and it's now 3-1. Nico Gagnon. On the ground, right back to McCumber. Safe! And it's 4-3. And here's Virgin des Hotels. Strike 1 on Des Hotels, 0-1. That's a tough one. A comebacker right at McCumber, and it bounces. Redirects to Lily Barnes. Tries to make the tag, and a good slide from first to second. And that one nearly plunked Des Hotels. 1-1 the count. Good slide by Leo Hamel. 4-3 lead now for the Warhawks. The 1-1. On the ground to Gabriel. The flip to third in time, and that is going to do it for the top half of the third. Olympique scored 2. It's 4-3 Warhawks heading into the bottom of the third. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Stepping into bat for the Warhawks is Jordan Norton as we begin the bottom of the third. The Warhawks lead trimmed down to 4-3. Scoreless in the bottom half of the second. Norton first pitch swinging, and it's grounded to short. There's a throw to first. Got him! 1 up and 1 down for the Warhawks. Here to start the third. And here comes Rustin Dahaway Gabriel, 1 for 1. Had a 3-run home run back in the first. And the Olympique are going to give Gabriel some respect here. I would not be surprised here. We just seen some Drummondville players, the pitcher and catcher, talking. I would not be surprised if he might not get a good pitch to hit. We'll see. That was hittable. Never mind. Giroux going right at him. And I take that back. Anthony, good pitch. 0-1 on Rustin Dahaway. 1-1 the count. Jaden Norton on deck. And now it's 2-1 on Gabriel. Jaden Norton on deck. Ethan Brascoop in the hole. 3-1. Gabriel fouls this one off, and it's a full count on Rustin Daway. The pitch to Gabriel. Swung on and missed. 2 outs. And 2 huge outs for the Olympiques to start off the bottom of the third. So here's Jaden Norton with 2 down. Off the plate, 1-0 the count on Norton. Ethan Brascoop on deck. 2 up and 2 down for the Warhawks here in the bottom half of the third inning. Foul tipped in the mitt, strike 1. That's it well. Foul ball. Oh, Jada got a good piece of that. Four to 3 Warhawks here in the bottom of the third. And Norton hits this one well, right at short. 1, 2, 3 go the Warhawks in the bottom of the third. Top 4 we go. 4-3 Kahnawake leading. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to Varennes, top of the 4th inning. Justin Trepanier leading things off for the Olympique, and he was the star of the show last inning with a couple of big plays at short. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Rosenegete Lahash has come in for the Warhawks, the pitch. 1-0. So Cage McCumber pitched the third after Jaden Norton started and went 2 solid. And Rosenegete Lahash comes in. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Off the plate, 2-0 on Trepanier. So the top of the lineup for Drummondville here with the score 4-3 Warhawks. That's strike 1 on the inside corner to Trepanier. 2-1 the count. Winner of this game moves on to the quarterfinals against Trois-Rivières, the champions of Mauricie. Swung on and fouled back, and we've got a 2-2 count on Trepanier. 4-3 Warhawks leading. Kahnawake put up 4 in the bottom of the first and have not been able to score since. And Anthony Giroux is up to 25 pitches for Drummondville. The 2-2 from Lahash. That's outside, and we've got a full count on Trepanier. That's strike 3 on the outside corner for the first out. Trepanier 0 for 2, and here comes Lamelin 0 for 1 with a run scored. Rosenegete digs in. Swung on and missed. Nothing and 1 the count. And that is behind the batter. We've got an even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 4th, 4-3, Kahnawake leading. There's 1 out. Jaden Norton pitched the first 2, and then Cage McCumber came in and pitched the 3rd, and now Rustin Agete Lahash in to pitch the 4th. He's got 1 out and a 1-1 count on Lemelin. That catches the outside corner, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. As the sun has faded over the clouds here in Varennes. About a 45-minute drive from Kahnawake. Rustin Agete Lahash's 1-2 count. Pitch. That misses. It's 2-2. Trying to catch that outside corner again. Cage McCumber's moved into right. Jackson Norton stays at center. Lily Barnes now in left. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. 2 up and 2 down for Drummondville here in the top of the 4th. And here's Benjamin Beauregard-Prue, who has walked twice and has also scored a run. No official at-bats on the day. Two outs here in the top of the 4th. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. 4-3, Kahnawake leading Drummondville, the champions of the Estrie division. Champions of Estrie. That catches the outside corner, and that's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Beauregard-Prue. Lahash 1 strike away from completing a flawless top of the 4th inning. Trying to do that. Rustin Agete sets. A 1-2 delivery. And that misses high. 2-2. What happens is if they pitch 35 and under, they can pitch the next game. So that's why we've seen Jaden Norton stopped at 35. Cage McCumber stopped after 21. Or 27, sorry, 27. So both of them can pitch in the next game. And now it's a full count on Prue. Lahash trying to do this again. A 3-2 delivery to Benjamin Beauregard-Prue. Caught the outside corner. Strike 3. 3 up and 3 down go the Drummondville Olympique. It's 4-3 Warhawks. Bottom of the 4th we go. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. We welcome you back to Varennes, bottom of the 4th inning, 4-3, Kahnawake Warhawks leading the Drummondville Olympique. Ethan Brasco, Lily Barnes, and Jackson Norton due up against Anthony Giroux, who has retired each of the 4 batters he has faced, or each of the last 4 batters he's faced. There's ball 1 in the dirt, Nebraska. Ethan has grounded out today, 0 for 1 on the day. Kahnawake scored 4 runs in the first, but their bats have gone cold since. And that's fouled back, 1-1 count. Good swing by Brascoop. But it's just a strike, 1-1. Swung on and missed. Strike two on Brascoop. 1-2 the count. Ball two, and it's an even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brascoop. Lily Barnes, as we mentioned, on deck for the Warhawks, and then Jackson Norton, both of whom have struck out looking today. And that one's hit the short. Trepanier having some trouble fielding it, and that is going to be an infield base hit for Ethan Brascoop. And now Lily Barnes steps in, as we mentioned, struck out looking back in the first. 4-3 Kahnawake leading, and they got a runner on first to start this bottom of the 4th inning off. Ball one, and now Brascoop's going to take off. And Ethan Brascoop gets to second base on the steal. Barnes fouls this one off. 1-1 the count. Good contact by Lily. The 1-1 pitch. Barnes swings and misses. It's 1-2. Brascoop. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Barnes. That catches the outside corner, and it's strike 3, 1 down for the Warhawks. And Jackson Norton will come on in. He has struck out 0 for 1 on the day. Inside on Norton, 1-0 the count. Notice Senegente Lahash on deck. Runner's going, and Brascoop gets the third, and the Warhawks have a runner just 75 feet away from home with only 1 out. We'll see if Jackson can put some pop into this one. That's a ball on Norton. This is Giroux's 3rd inning of work. Came on in for relief in the 2nd. And that's outside, and Jackson Norton draws a walk, and runners around the corners with 1 out for the Warhawks. So Senegente Lahash comes in. And with the ball getting back here, I would not be surprised if Jackson Norton is given the green light to get the second. Swung on and missed. And there you see it. The throw into second, cut off, and Jackson Norton steals second, so the Warhawks have 2 runners in scoring position with 1 down. Tate and Nolan on deck. Tie. 1-1 the count on Lahash. That is the 35th pitch thrown by Giroux. That's in the dirt. And Lahash hits this one foul. Look out. Almost hit the Warhawks on base, on deck player, who was Tate Nolan. Also gave head coach Ronnie Stacy a little scare for his life there. 2 strikes on Rosenegete Lahash. Digging in here. This is a big at-bat. 2 on and 1 out. The pitch. And that is swung on and missed. Anthony Giroux gets a huge strikeout. There's 2 down. And here comes Tate Nolan, who struck out looking back in the second. And I think the Olympique are going to make a pitching change. So Giroux comes out. He's thrown 38 pitches. And coming into pitch now is Lessard. We'll be right back. There's a first pitch swinging by Tate Nolan. He comes up empty. 0-1 the count on Nolan. He struck out looking back in the second. 4-3 Warhawks leading. Lessard's pitch. Nolan goes after some high stuff. 0-2 the count. Lessard trying to get out of this inning for her team. 4-3 lead Warhawks. And that's laid off by Nolan. 1-2 the count. Saskia Lessard has come in to pitch. Tate Nolan, the first-year Adam player. Takes strike 3. And that will do it for the bottom of the 4th. The Warhawks bats still coming up empty. 4-3 Kahnawake leading after 4 innings. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to Varennes. Top of the 5th we go. 4-3 Warhawks leading. Here comes Johan Phaneuf, the number 4 hitter. 0 for 2 on the day. He is lined out and he is popped out. Rosenegete Lahash threw 17 pitches in that 4th inning. And he hits Phaneuf. So here comes Lessard, who struck out back in the 3rd and singled and drove in a run back in the 1st. Saskia Lessard representing what would be the go-ahead run. Game-tying runs on 1st. Ball gets away. Jory Norton scoops it up. Throw down to 2nd. And that is a stolen base. For Phaneuf. Two 2-0 on Lessard. And that's ball 3. 3-0 the count on Lessard. 4-3 Warhawks leading. Swung on and missed. Good looking pitch by Lahash. He needed that one. Swung on and missed. And it's a full count now, 3-2 on Lessard. Rosenegete's come back with a couple of big pitches against Lessard. Ball 4. So Lordy Béchard comes in 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. She's also grounded out, which would be a perfect thing for the Warhawks right now. Ball 1, and now the runner's going to 3rd. And 2 runners are in scoring position for the Olympique. That's fouled back. Four to 3 Warhawks leading. Top of the 5th. 2 runners on for Drummondville. Nobody out. And that misses on Bayshard. That ball gets away. Two runners on, nobody out. 4-3 Warhawks leading the Drummondville Olympique. That's hit well, and that's going to be foul. Just foul, they say. That's a second strike on Bayshard. And Orali Bayshard took that one for a rip down the third base line, but just foul. And instead, it's just a long strike. Bahash sets. Outside the strike zone, that's ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Drummondville. And Anthony Giroux's been on fire for the Olympique, 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Swung on and missed. Nothing and 1 the count. The 0-1 pitch from Lahash. Upstairs, and it's an even count, 1-1. Two and 1. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Lahash. Popped back, and that's the second strike here on Giroux. Leo ML's on deck. The biggest pitch of the game so far. Bases loaded, 2-2 on Giroux. Outside and upstairs, and it's a full count. Four to 3 Warhawks leading Drummondville. But the Olympique have loaded the bases, and there's still nobody out. That's ball 4. Three straight walks for Drummondville after a hit by pitch. That's pitch number 35 for Rosenegete Lahash. And Leo Hamel will come into bat. And the Warhawks are changing it up. Casey Delabous is coming in. 4-4 tie. Bases loaded, Olympique. Welcome back to Vren. Bases loaded. Nobody out. 1 run in. Casey Delabous throws strike 1 past Leo Hamel. So Rosenegete Lahash went to 35 pitches. So he's eligible to pitch next game if there is a next game for the Warhawks. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. The Olympics have tied it up and they've loaded the bases. 3 walks and a hit batsman. 2-1. Nash and Mayo at third, Gabriel at short. Rosenegete Lahash has moved to second. Norton at first. And now it's 3-1. Here's a 3-1 pitch. That's strike 2, and we got a full count. One more for Casey. They needed for a big first out here. The 3-2 pitch. Strike 3! 1 down in the top of the 5th. And Gagnon sends a shot. And that is going to score 3 runs for Drummondville. And it's 7-4 Olympique. And Drummondville rallies to take a 7-4 lead. First pitch swinging. Sorry if we couldn't get that on film, folks. That battery previously had just died. And that's a hit batsman. And runners are on first and second. And there's still only 1 out. 4 runs in for the Olympique. And the Warhawks have not scored since the bottom of the 1st inning when they put up 4. So here's Trepanier. There's a strike. Nash, Mayo, Casey Delabous, Cage, McCumber due up for the Warhawks in the next inning. 7-4 lead Drummondville. Ball inside. 1-1 the count. There's a ball and the runner's going to go. And that is thrown down the line and retrieved in right by Brascoop. Runners on second and third and only 1 out for the Olympique. Misses the strike zone. Top Top of the 5th inning. The wheels have come off for the Warhawks since taking a 4-1 lead at the end of the bottom of the 1st. 6 unanswered runs by Drummondville. And it's a 7-4 lead for the Olympique. And that is a free pass issued out by the Warhawks. 5 walks and 2 hit batsmen in this inning. Only 1 base hit. So here's number 20, Alexis Lemelin, stepping into bat. Only one run could score for Drummondville. There's a strike. That's a ball. Midget Warhawks were eliminated today, losing 8-4 to Laval. In that round of 12 matchup. So the Midgets go away empty-handed. There's a strike. Strike 2 on Lemelin. And the U15s are up 9-4 right now in the 3rd inning in their game. On the ground. Throw to first in time, but a run scores. And that is the 5 spot, and the Olympique lead it 8-4. A 5 spot for Drummondville, and the Warhawks need to dig deep if they want their season to continue. Bottom 5th we go, 8-4 Drummondville on top. Well, we welcome you back to Varennes, bottom of the 5th inning. The Kahnawake Warhawks have 6 outs left to try and save their season, down 8-4. Drummondville with a 5 spot in the top of the 5th, marked by just 1 base hit, but 5 walks and 2 hit by pitches result in a 5 spot for the Olympique. Nash Mayo faces some chin music here, want to know the count, courtesy of Lessard. So Mayo, Delaboost, and Cage McCumber due up for the Warhawks here in the bottom of the 5th. Joran Norton would be the 4th batter. That one's over the top of Mayo, 2-0. Drummondville with a 5 spot in the top of the 5th. Our U15s currently lead 9-4 in their game. They look like a totally different team than the team that lost 11-1 yesterday. Mayo with a check swing, and he doesn't go, so it's 3-0 on Nash. Mayo swinging right back to Lessard, who will throw to first in time. 1 up and 1 down for the Warhawks here in the bottom of the 5th. So here's Casey Delaboost, who has walked twice and scored a run. Swung on and hit on the ground. Lessard, that's a carbon copy of the first play. And there are 2 up and 2 down for the Warhawks here in the 5th. So here's Cage McCumber. Now wait a minute. We have some discussion going on. I'm not quite sure what this is about. Oh, foul ball. Okay. Foul ball. So they're going to replay here. So, necromancy has been used to revive Casey's at bat. 1-1 the count. Well, we'll see what the Warhawks could do. Cage McCumber is going to have to wait his turn. And hoping to have a runner on base by the time he comes up. Delaboost. Watches strike 2 go by. 1-2 the count. Inside, 2-2 the count on Delaboost. 8-4 Drummondville leading. Swung on and missed, and that is strike 3. Cage McCumber comes up to bat. And the Warhawks have 4 outs left in their season. Cage McCumber 0 for 1, hit by a pitch and scored a run, and he's also struck out looking. And he swings through strike 1 here. Strike 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. McCumber watches this one go by, and it's 1-2. Warhawks had a 4-1 lead after 1 inning, but the Kahnawake bats have gone cold ever since. That's strike 3. And that is going to do it for the top, or the bottom, of the 5th. 4 straight goose eggs on the board for the Warhawks. It's 8-4 heading into the top of the 6th. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Well, we welcome you back to Varennes, top of the 6th. Drummondville Olympique leading this one by a score of 8-4 against the Kahnawake Warhawks. Jackson Norton has come in for Kahnawake, and he will face Benjamin Beauregard Prue, Nico Ganga, Johan Fedef, and Desard. The 3-4-5 hitters. First pitch swinging, Norton the grounder. Throw to first base in time, 1 up and 1 down for Drummondville here in the top of the 6th. It's really important for the Warhawks' confidence that they get through this inning as quickly as possible. Jordan Norton, Rustin Dahway Gabriel, Jaden Norton coming up for Kahnawake in the bottom half of the 6th. You need to make sure that they come up in the open inning with only 4 runs to try and have to score to keep it going, and that's fouled back, 0-1 the count. In right, Delaboost in center, McCumber's in left. 0-1 the count. That's fouled back, 0-2 the count. Wonder if this game will play against Trois-Rivières in the quarterfinals. Here's Jackson Norton's 0-2. Hit well, right at Rosanegete Lahash, and that's the 2 up and 2 down. So a good start. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Warhawks, as Lessard will step into bat 1 for 2 with a strikeout, a walk, and a run scored. Also has an RBI. That was in the top of the first. 8-4, Drummondville leading. 7 unanswered. And that's inside, 1-0 the count. Strike 1, and it's 1-1. Foul back, and it's 1-2 the count on Lessard. Strike 3, 1-2-3 goes Drummondville in the 6th. And the Warhawks are going to head into the top half of the open inning or bottom half of the open inning with a little bit more confidence. Down 8-4, Jordan Norton, Rustin Dahaway Gabriel, Jaden Norton on deck. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. All right, ladies and gents, it's time to put on those rally caps. Kahnawake Warhawks are going to need them, down by a score of 8-4. It's the last chance. 3 outs separating Drummondville from a berth in the quarterfinals. Lessard will face Jordan Norton, and he swings and misses. Nothing, 1 the count here. Rustin Dahaway Gabriel and Jada Norton, 3-4-5 hitters due up after Jackson Norton made quick work of the Olympiques in the 6th. Jordan hits this one foul. And it's 0-2 the count on Norton. They need Jordan on base here. If they get him on base, it's a good start. The 0-2. That goes by. 1-2 the count. Warhawks were up 4-1 earlier, but 7 unanswered by Drummondville has made this 8-4, and the Warhawks are down to their final 3 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Jordan Norton. Lessard's pitch. And Norton swings and misses on a high one, and that is strike 3. And here comes Rustin Dahaway Gabriel. The Olympiques are 2 outs away. Gabriel 1 for 2. He's homered and struck out. Those were the last 3 runs the Warhawks have scored, and that was all back in the bottom of the first. Inside, 1-0. Jaden Norton on deck. 2-0 on Rustin Dahaway Gabriel. That catches the outside corner. 2-1 on Gabriel. Three and 1. Gabriel hits this one well to left center. That's going to drop. And Rustin Dahaway Gabriel's in to second base. And they're going to send him to third. This is a gamble. And Gabriel's gonna run. Well, they got him trapped here. And he gets by and he scores! Gabriel scores! Oh, Kahnawake Gabriel hits the home run and it's 8-5. And the Warhawks have a pulse. Gabriel makes it 8-5. And here's Jada Norton. First run for Kahnawake since the first inning. Norton hits this one. That's fair! Fair ball down the third baseline. Norton rounding first, heading for second. And Norton's in at second base with a double. And here's Ethan Brascoop, 1 for 2 with a single and a stolen base. 1 out, 8-5. Warhawks have a runner on second base. And that one missed. Almost plunked Brascoop in the rear. They started losing a little bit of control of that pitch. The 1-0. Brascoop puts this one on the ground. It bounces into the outfield. Norton will score the throw. Brascoop goes back to first, and it's 8-6. And the game-tying run is coming into bat. Ethan Brascoop with an RBI single, and it's 8-6.
Number 26, Lily Barnes.
And Lily Barnes will come in 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Here's the pitch to Barnes. In the dirt, it gets away, and Brascoop is in at second, standing up. And the 7th run of the game is at second base. 1-0 on Barnes. Jackson Norton on deck. Ball gets away, and now Brascoop's going to go to third. And the 7th run is now just 75 feet away from home. 2-0 on Barnes. (2-0) on Lily. 8-6 our score. That catches the inside corner. 2-1 the count. Jackson Norton and then Rosanagete Lahash due up for the Warhawks. Oh, that hit her. That hit her in the back of the head. And Jordan Norton has to come in to run for Lily Barnes because she got hit in the back of the head. And it looks like Barnes is okay. So runners on first and third. The game-tying run is aboard, and Jackson Norton steps into the dish. Ball's in the dirt. Jordan's going. And the Warhawks have 2 runners in scoring position. It's 8-6. There's 1 out. Rosanagete Lahash on deck. And the Olympique are going to talk things over on the mound. Things getting interesting. 8-6. There is 1 out. And the Warhawks have 2 runners on. Second and third. Jackson Norton batting. Rosanagete Lahash on deck. Lessard sets. The pitch to Rosanagete. Ball. Sorry, to Jackson Norton. Norton today 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Inside. And that is a 35th pitch thrown by Lessard. They're going to keep her in. And that is ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Rosanagete Lahash. Jackson Norton represents what would be the game-winning run. Jordan Norton's the game-tying run. And Ethan Brascoop is the 7th run. It's 8-6. Drummondville leading. And the Olympique are going to send Lamalais to try and close this thing out. Alexi Lamalais on the mound. 8-6, Drummondville leading. Welcome back to Varennes, bottom of the 6th. The Warhawks have scored 2 in the open inning. They've trimmed it from 8-4 to 8-6. There's 1 out. And Rosanagete coming up here with a chance to tie the game or give his team the win with a base hit. Ball 1. Lamalais into pitch. 1-0 the count. A shot to the outfield here could really do something because Drummondville playing really shallow. Their center fielder has moved up into the infield. There you see, look at this. Left field is here, right field, sorry, left field there, right field there. No center fielder for Drummondville. There you see, they've moved their infield in, so a ball on the ground has a better chance of being fielded. And Lahash says it's swing. 1-1 the count, or 2-1, sorry. The count on Rosanagete Lahash. Lahash on the ground. It's a slow roller. They throw to second. They get the run out at second to throw. Not in. It's in time.
Les Warhawks de Kahnawake, 2 points sur un coup sûr, 2 erreurs et 1 coureur blessé sur les roues.
We're coming back. Well, Lamalais gets the game MVP for Drummondville.
Le numéro 70, Nico Gagnon.
Nico Gagnon, sorry, the game MVP. Jaden Norton, the game MVP for the Warhawks. Well, I'll tell you what, you Kahnawake fans at home watching that double play, you're not going to be happy when you see it.
À 17h45. Et mesdames et messieurs, restez avec nous dans quelques instants. Autre match de la ronde 8e de finale qui opposera les Giants des Deux-Rives.
And that's going to do it for our coverage here, the 2021 Provincial Championships. The Kahnawake Warhawks blowing a 4-1 lead, coming back to score 2, loading the bases up and grounding out into an inning, game-ending double play. So Drummondville wins 8-6, and that's going to do it. I'm Brandon Border for Baby Blue Memories. Onigiwahi.